We've still got a few other races that we want to focus on for Saturday night. And we're going to focus on race 4 firstly. This is the 3-year-old feature for the Colts and Geldings. This is a Group 3 event and it's drawn together a very tidy field. I'll be interested in the thoughts of both Darren and Kate here very shortly. This race is going to be run over the journey of 2,138 metres. And race number 4 wraps up the early quaddie. Darren, how do you map this race with a lap left to run?
Yeah, well, as we saw last week, Chamonix took the early advantage and went forward from gate 7. So this week we've got a situation where who wants to take that early advantage over the 2100? Again, a few of these horses perhaps a little bit suspect over the middle trip. So we've got Captain Nemo drawn in gate 2. Doesn't possess the greatest amount of gate speed and probably at some point he's not going to get across. The one that I thought has the speed to get across early, General Montana, horse number 6, brilliant out of the machine. I think he can fire off early. Big wheels, we saw him, he gets out quick, but is it a case of more he needs to balance up first before he gets forward? He certainly is one that can get across, but if General Montana gets the early jump on him, Big Wheels has previously been a little bit sketchy at the starting point, so whether the same situation unfolds where they just want to balance up a little bit before they really push the button on him. That leaves Scotch and Ice probably getting the trail. If General Montana hands up to Big Wheels, if that's the situation as well, or creates enough space to drop in, we could see a situation where Scotch and Ice is 3-back defence. That would then leave Captain Nemo probably outside the leader. But I'm working off General Montana getting to the front, Big Wheels sitting outside him, Captain Nemo then getting the 1-1, Chamonix following through on the back of him, the others finding their spots thereafter.
Okay, Kate, this is a very interesting race. It's a good mix here. There's several up-and-coming types here. How do you see race number 4?
Yeah, well, I think it's a very open race here, but I see Big Wheels crossing, and that should leave Captain Nemo exposed. So I've actually left him out of my numbers this week. I've put Manila Playboy on top, trialled great and I think good enough to win here. Like I say, Big Wheels should lead, and then that'll leave Captain Nemo exposed. Chamonix, great last week winning, and then Scotch on Ice should get a nice cosy run and yeah, should hopefully jump in there for some money.
Okay, Manila Playboy is a very interesting runner here, Darren. 8 from 15, he's a proven Group 1 winner. He's first up and he's got the wide draw. Angus gave him a good push. He's been happy with the trials. Me personally, I'm not so sure, and I think it's a tough gate number 7, but he's a very interesting runner, and like I said, it's quite an open race. How did you see it? Who were you tipping?
Yeah, I'm tipping Captain Nemo on top. The thing that swings me back to him is we've seen him run some really big races since he came out. He came across with that Ray Green team in the winter. He stayed here. He's with Mark Dux now. He hasn't raced his own age group since he's been here. This is the first time he gets to challenge his own age, which for me is a big drop back for him. He's been running some mighty races. Second last time out to Italian Lad. We see Italian Lad go out earlier in the night in a much stronger Band 5 event. And Captain Nemo, he was game in defeat on that occasion. I think he can do the work. I've said it previously about the 2100. I've got some concerns about some of the runners being able to see that trip out. No issues with Captain Nemo, he can do it. So that's why I've got him on top. Big Wheels, he was good last week, first up from a break, as was Chamonix, who he runs second to. Chamonix got the early jump from gate 7 and went forward, so he probably follows through on the back of Captain Nemo. Manila Playboy, you mentioned him, I've thrown him in for 4th. He's been good in those trials. It's a big ask first up from gate 7 against hard and fit performers, so it's going to be a big ask for him. He is a Group 1 triad winner over the trip from gate 6 earlier this year, back in May, and Angus Garrard has picked up the drive on this guy now, going forward it seems.
Yeah, certainly, and I'm with Captain Nemo as well. The thing that I like about Captain Nemo, he's the class runner of the field when you look at the national rating. He'll love the 2,138 metres and he's ideally drawn in gate 2. Not that he's fast off the arm, but he's just going to be in the right spot for mine. So I've got him on top from Big Wheels. Look, I was really keen on him fresh up last week. He didn't disappoint me. If you reverse the draws with him and Chamonix, you get a different result. He'll be a lot sharper again on Saturday night, Big Wheels. Chamonix, he just keeps stepping up to the mark all the time, this guy. He's a really underrated type. He'll love the 2,138 metres again. And Scotch and Ice, I thought he was a value place hope here. Sectionally, he was really sound. sound last week. So I can certainly include him. It's Cherokee Jack as another one that I'm putting in the mix as well. He's likely to go off at really big odds, but he's a talented type. So that's a good race. Race number 4, the Garrards Horse and Hound 3-year-old Colts and Geldings Classic. That race is a Group 3 feature of $30,000.